Archangel Michael says, you did not come across this message by accident. The heavens are roaring with your name. Your soul has been knocking on the gates of destiny. And now, finally, heaven has responded. But listen to me carefully, for this is not just a blessing. This is your last divine opportunity before the doors close. Your miracle has finally arrived. The very thing you've been crying out for in the quietest moments. That one prayer whispered at midnight. The wish you buried under layers of disappointment. It has reached the throne of the Most High. And now it is here. But there's a catch. If you walk away, if you scroll past this divine signal, heaven will take it back within minutes. You may not realize it, but heaven has been watching you. Not in judgment, but in love, in waiting, in protection. Every setback was not a punishment, but a redirection. Every breakup wasn't the end. It changed your spirit to prepare you for what's coming. Now the sky is changing. People who want to bring about change have heard your name. This is how the angels move. Destiny is no longer deep sleep. But kid, I need to warn you. This is the last call. What you're about to get is something that other people can only dream of. The door that had been shut for many years. It's open. That chance that kept slipping away is now here. It's just a matter of time, though. This is a test from God. Are you going to believe? Are you going to get, or will fear win once more? Do not miss this. You've been walking around with a sad heart but a strong will. People have seen how loyal you are to the light. Even though you haven't seen results, heaven has been keeping track. The reward is now on its way. You have to claim it first though before you can catch it. This message is the answer to your prayer. Remember that night when you were alone and wondered if God had forgotten about you? You said in your sleep, if you're real, send me a sign. This is it. As Archangel Michael, the guardian of light and warrior of truth, I am not here by accident. I am here because God told me to be here. I can tell you right now that your life is going to change in a way you can't even imagine. You will end up back in the waiting room of life. If you don't pay attention to this, you'll look up at other people and wonder why your turn never came. But now is your time. Heaven doesn't beg. There is a gate in heaven that people can walk through. You are on the verge of a miracle, but miracles aren't nice. They need a yes, a surrender, or a leap. Are you all set? This message came at just the right time. Today is the day you were supposed to read these exact words. And the way you feel in your chest right now, it's not a coincidence. It's called activation. In that moment, your spirit knows the truth. You're not crazy. You're not cursed. You are not left alone. You're being called. You were called to a bigger purpose than you thought. To a love that is stronger than you thought possible. You have been called to a blessing that is stronger than you thought. But you need to stop having doubts. Stop putting things off. Don't keep telling heaven you're not ready because you are, even if you don't know it. Heaven does not call those who are perfect. It's for people who are willing, and you've been picked for a huge job. Coming up is a time when the battles you've been fighting for years end all of a sudden. Where the no's you've heard turn into a loud yes. When doors that were locked with bolts open wide without any effort. But this is a trust test. Don't treat this message like another nice post. If you really want what you've been asking for, This is what you should do. Now is your chance. Do not pass it by. This is the last divine warning you will get. There's already one sign for you. There's no need for more time now. All you have to do is believe, because your breakthrough is just one brave step away. And heaven will rush in to greet you if you take it. Miracles don't need to be understood. They want you to obey them. The stars have marked this moment. You have no idea what's coming your way. You believe you've lost. No, loved one. You've been kept safe. You believe it's over. No, it's just getting started. Even your enemies will be shocked by the good things that are about to happen to you. As people watch, they'll whisper, "How did they go from that to this?" You'll smile, but not with pride, because you'll know that God did it. It was okay for the angels. Heaven heard your cries and sent fire to answer them. Don't get me wrong, though. If you let fear take over, and doubt becomes stronger than faith, this window will shut. It might not open again for a very long time after it closes. Heaven is kind and smart at the same time. The good news is here. It's going around you. It's waiting for you to answer. But don't do nothing. Take it. Say it. Act like it's already over. Because supernatural things become normal when your faith lines up with God's timing. Things are about to get better in your relationships, your health, your finances, and your spirit. Things you have begged for. You can find answers, healing, and clarity on the other side of giving in to this moment. When God starts to answer prayers, He also shows His children the next step they need to take to walk into His blessings with wisdom, peace, and unwavering faith. Dear child, I see the trouble you've been having, the stress you feel about money, the worries that don't come out, and the times when you don't know what to do next. Peace is already on its way because you've been asking for it. You're not supposed to stay scared. You should move forward every day with a plan, faith, and clear steps. That's why God has shown you a simple way. The 30-day system for faith and money breakthroughs. Every day gives you a focused prayer, a small way to help your finances, and clear direction to help you move forward. There is no stress or confusion. There is only steady progress toward peace and stability. Today, if you think God is telling you what to do, take that first step with faith. This could be the start of a big change in your life. The link is in the description and in the comments that have been pinned below. Now stay with me, because what heaven shows me next will explain why you need to obey right now so that the miracles you've been waiting for can happen. Do not move on. Do not pass it by. Don't say maybe tomorrow. In the Spirit, there is no tomorrow. Right now is the only thing that exists. Heaven is proud to be a part of your life. Archangel Michael here. I've drawn my sword not to fight your battles because I've already won them, but to cut through your fear and doubt and get rid of everything that's stopping you from realizing how strong you are. You were never little. You were never weak. We will never forget you. You were hidden, but now people can see you. You are needed by everyone. Your voice, your story, and your light. It's not just for you. It's for people who are still lost in the dark. But you can't lead if you don't get up. It's time for you to get up. But kid, I have to say it again. Feel the peace of heaven again. If you don't pay attention to this moment and brush it off as just another message, there is no punishment, just the sound of a missed chance. That shouldn't be your story. Your lucky day has come. Don't blink. Don't be afraid. Do not wait. You were told not to do that. You were picked. You have now been blessed. One more thing before you leave. You know this message reached your soul if it made you feel something deep inside while you read it. Getting spiritually aligned. That's proof that this was meant to be sent to you now. Sign up to stay in touch with divine guidance. Are you ready to get holy messages, angel whispers, and prophecies sent straight to your soul? Don't let heaven whisper in your ear. If you want to get the next message, it could be the one that changes everything. What's miraculous is seeing how you react right now. Make it matter. Still here? If so, you've already passed the first test, because those who are called can't turn away from divine truth. It pulls on them. Someone or something ancient, eternal, or holy feels it in their blood. Do you feel it now? You're right about that whisper in your mind and the heat in your chest that say this is not just a message. This is about me. It's about you. It's always been about you. Today isn't just a season of progress. This is the start of your spiritual journey. You are now in the hour of unveiling. Right now, the plans that heaven has for your life are being unlocked because your spirit is finally in sync with the time that God set before the earth was made. That is how big this moment is. Heaven doesn't work on your time. You want to know why it's taking so long. But kid, it was never late. Divine planning made it possible because what is about to be given to you needs spiritual maturity, strength, and clarity. You're now ready. But don't think that ready means comfortable. The next part of your life will be different from the last. You will be shocked by what comes next. People won't be able to recognize you because your light is too bright for the person they believe they saw before. That's fine. Let them get it wrong. Let them ask. Allow them to leave. You're not the same person you used to be. You're not going back. This is because what's coming next will not heal. It's too much. You're not only getting fixed up, you're also getting better. God will not just pay you back. He will reward you in public for every private battle you fought. Everyone else thought you were okay, but you were crying alone. Heaven heard that you were loyal even when other people turned away. Heaven saw that you washed your hands even though they smeared your name. Heaven kept track. God is about to put you in places where your name has already been written. People will ask you how, when, and who helped them. It will be one word, God. You don't need to say anything. You won't have to tell them. There are signs of God's will all over you. But let me tell you the truth. Not everyone will be happy for you. There will be people who won't cheer for you when your miracle happens. God's favor is heavy for some people to carry. You must be okay with that since you're not being raised to be popular. You are being raised with a goal in mind. Demons will be drawn to your light. You'll put old friendships to the test as you rise. Your favor will show who your real enemies are. Don't shrink, though, to keep the peace. Don't water down your glory. You're the answer to a child's cry. You are the one that someone in your family prayed for. You are the voice that hell hoped would never be heard because you break chains and end cycles. But now you're here. I, Archangel Michael, have been sent to fight anything that is still trying to stop you. Chains are breaking. There are delays. Curses are falling apart. Not because you worked hard for it, but because God picked you. Thus, this is not about how good you are. It has to do with your position. There is a divine window in front of you and heaven just opened it. But doors and windows close, the wind changes, and time moves on. That's why this message had a warning. Because what's about to happen is a big miracle. It's going to change more than just your life. People close to you, your family, and your future will be affected by it. Even people who are against you will feel the effects of this divine release. But you need to do something. You need to believe. You need to move as if you believe the angels are making the way clear. Since we are my guardian angels have been sent ahead of you to clear the way, stop the traps, throw off your enemies, and light your way. You should not look back, though. It was time for that relationship to end. The door that shut was a safety net. You didn't miss a blessing when you missed that chance. Don't be sad behind closed doors. There are some of you who have been stuck in a prison called almost, which means you were almost loved, chosen, promoted, or healed. Get ready for the ones that are about to fly open. But I can say this now because God told me to. It's almost the end of your season. You are now in the land of done. It's not going to happen. It's already here. You're not ready for God yet. He's ready for you. There's nothing else to pray for. This is what you should do. Move forward. Do that thing. Send that message. Bring that dream to life. Fill out that form. Say that truth. Write down your dream. Pay attention to that whisper. Heaven will answer right away. But only if you have faith. Also, let me say something else. Heaven will answer you faster than you think. Within hours, things will change. People will call out of the blue. Money will be released. Illnesses will be cured. Contracts will be offered. And miracles that will make people gasp. This isn't just hype. This is holy. But you need to be ready because the gates will not close once they are open. You need to move quickly. You'll need to get things out quickly. You won't have to feel bad about saying no. You don't have to say sorry to let people go. Why? Because this is a holy miracle. And you can't be careless with holy things. Now I tell you, get ready. Clean up your heart, organize your space, and make room. There must be room for the blessing. Be careful not to have bitterness in your hands when plenty comes your way. Don't let your mouth talk about doubt when heaven talks about plenty. Don't look at the past too much when the future is calling your name. It's more than just a message. This is the last spiritual alignment for you. It's an easy question. Are you going to believe that the angels spoke now? Will you accept it now that heaven has said it's true? Will you leave and think about what could have been? It really did happen. There is a real danger. You can make your choice. One more whisper from God. You're not the only one who feels this way. You are not the only one being awakened. Some other people who feel the same pull, fire, and hunger for God to work in their lives. Join the chosen. Sign up now to get more divine guidance, prophetic words in real time, and holy revelation as it happens. Since this isn't the end, it's the start. Your miracle is only just beginning. I'm still talking, beloved, because some of you are still not sure. You're on holy ground and not sure if this moment is really yours. I want to make something clear. Before time began, this message was written with your name on it. That fire in your chest isn't emotion. That's remembering God. This voice is familiar to you. You've heard it in your dreams. And when you were giving up and no one else could hear your cries, you were never by yourself. Not even for a second. Heaven was watching over you even when things were at their worst. Like when you were breaking in secret. Now I want you to understand something very important. Your pain was always worth it. It was never in vain that you lost someone. We didn't forget about your long nights, broken seasons, or quiet endurance. They were written down in heaven's books. Now, finally, the release. Not just a release of good things, but also of spiritual power. You aren't just getting a miracle. You're turning into one. You are being given tools, power, anointing, and a place to stand. What's coming to you isn't just for your own good. It's for your calling. You were not made to stay alive. You were born to change. Wake up, rise, and take the lead. That's the reason the stress was so high. That is why your life seemed tougher than most. Because the weight of your fate made you do it. You were made in fire. Because you're about to walk through fire without getting burned because your platform won't let other people test you. You were tested by yourself. The light wasn't on you because your oil was still being pressed. Now though, the oil is ready to flow. Your name is going to be heard in places you've never been. Why? Because God has backed you up. What God has planned can't be stopped by anyone, anything, or even a demon. You were picked by God. But I need to whisper something into your spirit. You must stay in alignment if you want this blessing to last, this miracle to happen, and this glory to show itself. You need to keep the peace. You need to shut down your inner critic. Don't believe the lies that say you're not good enough. You deserve it. You're all set. You have been chosen. You have to walk, though, as if the promise has already come true. God always tells His children to have faith before they see the promise. He also shows them the next step they need to take to be able to receive every blessing with understanding, peace, and unwavering faith. You've been carrying a lot of weight, my child. I can see your worries about money, the stress you don't talk about, and the nights when your mind won't sleep. People have heard your prayers for peace. You are not supposed to be scared and confused on this journey. You should have faith, be clear, and know what to do every day. That's why God has shown you a simple way, the 30-day system for faith and money breakthroughs. You will be given a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear instructions every day to help you get back in charge. There is nothing too big or too hard, just steady, small steps that lead to peace and stability. If you think God wants you to do something today, then have faith and do it. Do not wait any longer. The link is in the title and in the comments that have been pinned below. Now stay with me because what comes next from heaven will show you why God's promise for your life is closer than you thought. Don't wait until you see the blessing to believe. Have faith and the blessing will come to you. Faith, not sight, is what makes heaven work. The gods listen to people who trust them, not people who don't. And pay close attention, child of light. You have a rare chance in the next 7 days. You will get clear signs, divine instructions, strange encounters, and supernatural alignment during these 7 days. But they will only work if you pay attention to this message. Say it out loud, tell someone else, write it down, and do something about it. Do not act like this is a normal time. This is an important break. God stepped into your timeline and said, no more delay. No more confusion. No more fear. Now it's up to you to set fire to the enemy. Some of you haven't spoken in too long. You've given in to fear and missed your chance. You haven't said anything because of fear. You've let other people narrow your view. But you rise today. You don't rise by your own strength. You rise by the fire of God. Your voice is coming back. Your bravery is coming back. Your dreams are coming back to you. And right now, angels are being sent out. Yes, they are going through paperwork, calls, conversations, and locked doors. Right now, people are making way for you, releasing money and breaking family chains because you had the courage to believe, because you stopped to listen, and because you heard your name in this. Yes, you were supposed to. There are more than 7 billion people in the world, but heaven put everything on hold for you. Now you have to make a choice. Do you walk through this? Are you acting like this is your time? Do you act like you're popular? Because if you do that, things will act differently toward you. You will be respected in a different way. Chances will come to you like magnets. You will live in peace. The doors will open all the way. Battles will end without a fight. But you need to feel like a winner instead of a victim. Your words must match what you said. Not anymore. I'm not sure how. Not anymore. What if I fail? Not anymore. Perhaps next time. It's now. Not then. Say it. It's my turn. It's my season. It's already been done. Because saying it seals it. The enemy is most scared of this. Not your pain, but the fact that you have power. Hell shakes when you understand who you are in the spirit. You are now aware of it. Listen to me again. You were not forgotten. We didn't forget about you. You are being put together. And now you are being shown. The world isn't ready for what you are going to do for God. It doesn't matter though. Heaven is all set. The angels are ready to go. Your miracle is already right outside your door. Last whisper from heaven. You're not here by accident if you've made it this far. God's voice is telling you to get in line with God. And if this message made you feel something, if your soul said, this is for me, then do something. Sign up now to get the next divine instruction. Everything you've been waiting for could start when you get your next message. Respond instead of just reading because your miracle won't wait. The thing is looking at how you move right now and heaven is still hearing. Does your voice say yes, you're still here? That means your spirit is still alive. To go deeper with you because you stayed and let this divine fire pierce your heart. I am told to proceed. The message goes on. This is the part of heaven that only those who are truly chosen can enter. Most people leave after the first whisper. However, those who stay close to the truth are the ones who see the scrolls unfold. Oh, I have something else to show you that will change everything. Just so you know, your purpose is greater than your pain. Your plans are stronger than your fears. Your task is louder than your shame. Now is the time to remember what your spirit already knows. You came here to do a holy thing. You weren't put on earth to deal with bills, broken hearts, and disappointments. By rising from the ashes, you came here to wake other people up. It wasn't just you in every storm. And it was training, holy training, because you're meant to help other people get through their own storms. But how could you show them the way when you haven't been there yourself? That's why the fights were so tough. That's why the fire seemed to go on forever. Since you weren't getting in trouble, you were getting better. Some of you still don't know how strong you are. You can't stop waiting for someone to save you. But now I tell you, you are the one who saved me. You're the answer to my prayer. You are the one that people before you cried out for. What are you going to do with the baton now that you have it? Are you going to fall into fear or rise in fire? This is a big moment. You are being watched by God right now. That does sound harsh, but it's the truth. Your guardian angels are ready to help you. They won't move unless you believe in them and make them move. Don't keep asking God to do things that you already know how to do. Say it with me. I now call on you, angels of the living God. Leave. Do something for me. Get ready. Cut down on delay. Open up what's been closed. Let go of what's mine when the time is right. And now I receive it with fire from heaven. Did that make you feel? That is not creativity. Your words are keys. So that spiritual power moving through your voice, they let the invisible in. That's why the enemy tried to stop you from speaking. That's why the fight was in your throat. That's the reason your dreams were quiet. Because everyone knew what would happen when you spoke again. It's too late now, though. You can now hear me again. And your authority comes back when you speak again. You can get to heaven now. But now you have to take care of it. This miracle comes with a duty to follow through. You can't hold divine fire and demonic patterns at the same time. It's not possible to walk in favor and still make people afraid. You can't dance with the past and step into the future at the same time. This is where kings and queens meet. So you have to make a choice. This is the divine line that tells you when your future starts or when your delay continues. Not both, though. I want to ask you a question with all the weight of heaven behind me. Are you ready to stop living below what you were meant to do? If you are, then get ready. What's next? I'm about to tell you. You think there will be a sudden change in the next 72 hours. A divine meeting, a phone call, a text, a conversation, a deal, or anything else that changes everything. Though it may not seem like much, it will be the first flash of lightning before a flood of good things. An amazing chance will appear in front of you in the next 7 days. It won't be easy to get this again. Even if it doesn't look like you thought it would, only the brave will be able to see it through the fire. In 30 days, no one will be able to tell what kind of energy you have. Your prayers will have a different effect. People who used to think less of you will be scared of your glow. Your clarity is like a sword that cuts through fog. But this will only happen if you follow the spiritual rules that are already in place. And the first step is to not ignore this moment. Do not overlook this message. Remember it today. Even if you write it down or say it out loud, the enemy will try to distract you. He's going to send noise. He is going to send late. He will send false comfort. Why? He knows that this message has just freed you from his control. That's why he'll fight you tough after this. You won't be scared, though, because these words will stick in your mind. I've been warned. Someone called me. I've been picked. I'm not going back. Today should be the day that heaven marks you with fire. This could be the moment that changes everything for years to come. Your kids will be grateful. The people who came before you are watching, and everything in the world is waiting for you to rise. Last divine activation. It's true that this message felt like it was written right into your heart. You got here because of heaven. But now you have to stay in the flow of what God is telling you. Sign up right now to keep getting holy messages from heaven. This is not a normal message. They are spiritual blueprints. And if you lose one, you might miss your next alignment. The angels aren't done yet. Another message is being written right now. It might open the door. You've been waiting for your whole life. Do not miss it. Heaven wants to talk. The next whisper could be the key to your next miracle. Until then, be brave as you walk, because Archangel Michael is with you now. And what God has begun can't be stopped. If you're still here, you're not ready yet. You have been chosen to carry out the next prophecy. You've now passed a certain point because you didn't click away, because you let these words sink into your spirit. Heaven has now started a process in your life that can't be switched off. It's not possible to go back to small thoughts, low-frequency prayers, or making your light smaller to fit broken places. You have reached divine visibility. Your guardian angels no longer walk alone. They walk in front of you with their swords drawn. From now on, every step you take will be felt in places you can't even see. Yes, child, your very steps are speaking, because God isn't just giving you good things. You are becoming a sign and wonder because of Him. People will see God in the way you live. It wasn't religion, performance, or routine. It was heaven itself pouring out into a person. I'm going to tell you something now. Something that has been kept secret until now. You are about to break through a spiritual wall that people in your family have never been able to get through before. It's not just about money. It's not just about getting better. This isn't even about getting ahead. It has to do with power. The enemy thought he had this land forever, but you're taking it back. You will land in the spirit world that your ancestors cried over. Covenants that were broken are now being made whole again through you. I need you to pay close attention to this. Your obedience has changed the course of your whole life. When you said yes, your heart whispered, I believe. When you let these words wash over your doubt, heaven changed your name from pending to prepared. There will be no more waiting, wandering, or waiting. But, and this is holy, it now depends on what you do, because heaven won't do what you don't make it happen. Miracles happen in motion. Structure meets prophecy, and the supernatural reacts to it. So, put up the building. Get ready for what's coming. Make your space clean. Get your time in order. Change the way you feel. You are about to host holy glory. So walk like you're ready for it. Your home is becoming a safe place. Your body is turning into a temple. That voice of yours sounds like a trumpet. Everything you touch is about to become heaven. But great honor comes with great responsibility. You can't have this kind of anointing and still play for people who don't believe in miracles. You can't talk to devils and walk with angels at the same time. To protect the holy, you have to leave the lesser behind. It will cost you, too. Some friends will no longer be right for you. You'll stop wanting to have pointless conversations. All of a sudden, you'll want to be quiet while everyone else speaks. That's not being alone. It's a dedication. You won't be left out. You are being set apart because not everyone can follow you where you are going. You're going to places where only the faithful make it out alive. Good things don't happen in groups. They live in the quiet obedience of those who have been chosen. You, beloved, are one of them. Let me now tell you about your future. I see you going into rooms no one is expecting to find yourself. And when you get there, the mood changes not because of your resume or your connections, but because God sent you. I see you writing the story that makes a difference in someone else's life. They will ask, how did they know? This is just what I needed because words from heaven will start to flow through you like a prophet. I see your hands on someone and they get better without any fuss. It's not by force but by fire. I can see you sitting there in silence with tears in your eyes. Overwhelmed by the thought that God is now building your throne on everything the enemy tried to destroy in your life. You are not only being raised. The King of Kings is putting you on the throne, not a person or fame. In spirit, you are a king or queen. It's time for nature to start noticing this, too. Be brave as you walk. Be clean as you walk. The earth has been waiting for you long enough. So, walk with fire instead of love. Now, for the last seal. For those of you whose hearts won't let this message go, know that this wasn't a one-time thing. This was the start of a series of divine encounters. The next messages won't just be words. They will be sacred, important, and time-sensitive assignments. And if you miss them, you might miss the divine guidance you need to make your next big step forward. So sign up right away, not later. No, I'll think about it. The miracle of your life has already come. It is now waiting for your answer. Be aware that you are listening to heaven. Share the news with your guardian angels. Tell God that you're ready for the whole scroll to come out. This is your yes. Let everyone see what happens when a soul that has been chosen says yes and never turns back. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel, your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. I see you, child of light. Yes, I can see deep into your soul where no mask can cover you and where faith speaks louder than fear. No one knows how dark the valleys you've walked through are. When you broke, you smiled. You helped other people while you were still hurt. You had to wait. You've been strong. You have hoped in silence. Now heaven is answering with power. We will never forget you. You were faked. The oil you're carrying now, you couldn't buy it. You had to press it. Your anointing wasn't given to just anyone. It was earned through fire. And what you're getting right now isn't just a blessing. It is a beautiful mantle. You are being given a spiritual garment to wear. It also brings power, clarity, discernment, divine vision, and yes, supernatural favor. Do not think that what is happening to you now is not important. There are many angels around you. Even if you're reading this in your room by yourself with shaking hands and tears in your eyes, heaven is watching you. The next thing I'm going to say is holy, prophetic, and personal. The season of the double portion has begun. You will be remembered now where you were forgotten before. You will now be praised where you were turned down before. You will now be chased where you were already being chased. You thought God was coming soon. But kid, God was waiting for this version of you to come back to life. The person who is no longer scared. The person who has shrunk enough. The person who is ready to walk in their full power without any shame. You must always remember what I'm about to say. A blessing that goes back generations is linked to your yes. It's not just about you. It will do more than break curses when you say yes. It will let you inherit. Your kids will live in a moment that's too good to last. In the spirit world, your name will mean something. Angels will be able to tell when you speak because your voice sounds like heaven. But don't be shocked if the fighting gets worse after this message. You just changed dimensions. You've now entered a new world. You can now be seen by both the throne and the darkness. Don't worry, though. I, Archangel Michael, will go ahead of you. I've drawn my sword. There are many things that are meant to confuse you, and I will get rid of all of them. There is an evil shield around you. You are being watched over by angels who never sleep. So walk with confidence, speak clearly, pray without fear, and get a good night's sleep. Things might feel different in a few days. You might have strange dreams. Your hands, chest, and spine may feel hot or pressured. You might hear better, feel more deeply, and feel like you need to do something, even though you don't know why. These are not just random events. There are signs and confirmations here. Your spiritual gifts are coming back to life. You're not crazy to feel this way. You're being called. Someone might not get how important it is to you. They might make fun of your shift. Let them laugh when you say, God spoke to me. Soon the people who doubted you will say, I always knew there was something different about you. You are no longer living for approval. You are living for alignment. And heaven has set you on a divine timeline. You can now move on to the next part of your life. If you walk in obedience, I promise you that by the end of this year, you will not recognize yourself. Everything will get better. Your money, your health, your relationships, your knowledge, your peace, your power, your ability to love and be loved. And most of all, your connection with God will become unbreakable. You will no longer wonder if God is with you. There will be no doubt in your mind. You won't need proof or signs because you'll feel His presence before you even say His name. This is the reward for those who are good. It looks like you made it through the wild. You walked through the quiet. Now comes the last touch from heaven. Welcome to the land of promise. You are different if you're still here. You have been marked. You're not just interested. You are in sync. Now use everything you have to protect this alignment. Sign up now to keep getting divine updates, prophetic words, angelic warnings, and holy instructions. This isn't just a message. It's a living scroll. Things are already moving on to the next part. Do not miss what heaven is about to give you next. Seal this moment with your yes. The miracle you asked for has heard you. Let the world see your eyes with fire, truth, and light that can't be shaken. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COF community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. My name is Michael the Archangel, and I will stay with you. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens.